Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new 2022 Sabre 37FBT fifth wheel. This is a rear kitchen, front bathroom model. We're going to take a few minutes, walk you through the inside and outside of the RV. Then we'll close it all up and show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right guys, we are now up inside the brand new 2022 Sabre 37FBT fifth wheel. We're going to start back here in the kitchen area and kind of spin our way through the inside here. So first things up, on the left side here, you do have a nice window overlooking the campsite area. That window does open. You have a pantry, good sized pantry here with removable shelves. Does have a motion light in there to turn on, and you have some overhead cabinet space above that pantry area. Down below here we have 4 drawers, full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers, gray stone oven which does have the light built in, glass stove door, and you have 3 burner stove top with a flip down glass lid. Below here you have some storage under your sink area here. Undermount stainless sink does have the spring sprayer faucet and also has a little soap dispenser there as well. Window to see out while you're standing here doing dishes, and that window does open. And then the window on the back opens as well. You have the large microwave here and plenty of storage space up above. Refrigerator wise, they are using the residential refrigerator here, so you got freezer on bottom, refrigerator portion on top. And again, some more storage up above the refrigerator. On the little wall that sticks out here, you have a couple USB charger ports, there's an electric outlet there, and your propane leak detector. Kind of looking up here at the ceiling area, we have a couple speakers down here. There's the Coleman ducted AC system. You have a 110 volt ceiling fan instead of a 12 volt version up there. Nice decorative lighting over the dinette. Has 4 freestanding chairs, and there is some storage in the chairs as well. And you have 2 opposing sofas here. Now both of these sofas flip out and make into beds so you can sleep some guests. And you can still walk in between them to get around if somebody is sleeping there. Electric fireplace, which is basically just in a fancy electric space heater, but they're pretty cool. They knock the chill off inside on a nice fall night. Radio just above that, and then obviously you can see the big TV there. And then you do have a pretty good amount of overhead cabinet space as well. Now you have your theater seat here, which sits directly across from your TV. That does have heat and massage in it, little lighted cup holders and some LED lights behind it, or underneath of it. And it is a manual theater seat. And obviously you can see the little decorative LED light strips running down the ceiling line here. Big windows overlooking the campsite area as well. You do have carpet on these slides down here. These are flush floor slides, and they again are using carpet here to kind of help hide the mechanisms. The carpet is a lot more flexible, durable, and it's just a little easier to replace. Some brands have occasionally tried to use linoleum and stuff on there, but when you step on those edges of the flooring of the slide and stuff, it tends to crack and break the linoleum. It usually lasts probably about a year, maybe 2 at the max, but then you're usually having to end up replacing that linoleum. I get that question all the time about why they use carpet. It's really because it's less of a warranty nightmare, and it's easier to clean and maintain versus trying to deal with the cracking of the linoleum on those moving parts and stuff. That's really the biggest reason. Now, some brands are also using a woven material, which does pretty well. It kind of acts like carpet, but it's more water resistant, stain resistant. So I would like to see them at some point hopefully go to that part, but we'll see what happens. Here you have your electric box with your breakers and fuses. You have your main controls right here for one of your air conditioners and your downstairs furnace. Voltmeter for your battery here. Then we'll get into this a little bit more, but where you could control your awning slides, some lights, more light switches, water heater gas button, water pump button, and then your battery condition here as well, and then also your fresh and gray and black tanks. Now here we have our half bath area, window in here, some storage below the sink area, and a nice amount of storage for your linens and stuff to go in there. Porcelain foot flush toilet. Little grab handle to get you up the steps here. Swing door here as well. Up into the bedroom area, you have a Camper King bed, and this bed does raise up. So you got some storage underneath of there. All linoleum floor up here. 3 dresser drawers. Area up here to hang another TV if you want. Now right here is a lot of storage space. This is pretty big storage back here. So you can cram all kinds of goodies back there, but you're probably going to need something to help reach to the back of it, unless you got some really long arms. USB charger ports, electric outlet, and a heat vent down here on this side. Window on each side of the bed does open. USB charger ports, electric outlet over there. Up into the bathroom area. This is your main bathroom. Start here at the closet area here. But you do have a hanging closet bar and some shelf space inside of here. Now over here on the left is where you would normally have a closet and washer dryer prep. This customer chose to do the washer dryer in it, so it has already been installed. So you got your washer on bottom, dryer on top. There has to be a dryer vent also installed out the sidewall, unless you want to go with something that's ventless, but I don't recommend that because they don't work very good. Back over here you have a roof vent and a skylight above the shower, sliding glass shower doors. It is a 2-piece ABS shower pan with a sit-down seat in there, porcelain foot flush toilet. Now over here you have a lot of storage space down below, dual vanity here, some counter space, a lot of medicine cabinet space there. And you got some light switches and an electric outlet there also. All right, guys, we are going to head outside. I want to show you around the outside. Then we're going to come back in, close up these slides, and show you what it looks like closed. So we'll be right back on the outside. All right, guys, we're now back on the outside of the brand new 2022 Sabre 37FBT by Forestriver RV here. We're going to start here on the door side, spin our way around. So first things up, this is a white fiberglass exterior with a lower black metal skirting. You have a power awning with an LED light strip built in. It does have the adjustable arms for tilting and water runoff. And it does also have the manual override in the front arm head in case of an electronic failure. You have 2 exterior speakers that are up kind of high up there. You have a 20-pound propane tank on this side of the RV, and then there will be another one on the other side when we get over there. Outside sink here, hot and cold water, little mini fridge as well. Does have a gas line hookup down below here, so you could plug in a portable grill or something if you wanted to. Large pass-through storage area here going all the way across the RV. You can see some of that aluminum tube framing up there. There's also TV hookups out here if you wanted to put a TV outside. The little pet-friendly leash latch holder right there as well. More ride step above step, comes down, touches the ground, adjustable feet, rated for 500 pounds, flips up inside the doorway when you're ready to travel. Does have an LED light behind there as well. Traditional RV entry door as far as width and screen door, that type of stuff. But it does have a window in it that is slim shade ready. There's an aftermarket shade you can buy and put in there. Large folding entry handle here to help you get in and out of the RV, and your model number and some information is located right next to that. Slide out here is an electric slide out, and this slide out is prepped for Solaire slide toppers. So if you do get interested in adding slide toppers to it, talk with your sales guy about that. It can be done aftermarket. Down below here, it is dual axles. Currently riding on the Goodyear Endurance tires, aluminum wheels, drum brakes. Does also have Easy Lube hubs. On around to the back side here, we have a traditional flat back rear end. Does have reverse lights, detachable power cords, 50 amp service, probably about a 25 or 30 foot cord. Has a 2-inch hitch receiver down here. Now this is just for like a luggage rack or a bike rack. It is not meant to tow something behind it. It is prepped for a rear camera. Some customers choose to do the aftermarket Furrion or something along those lines, but it does have setup for that. Also, there is a stove exhaust vent right here. Now, just down below on the rear side here is one of your dump areas. So your kitchen's all the way back here in the back. You've seen when we were inside. The tank is right back here, and this is where you dump it. The other portions are all the way up in the front, so you're gonna have to dump up there. It's too far of a distance for the water to flow properly. So basically, you have two separate dunks because of that, dumps. The unit is riding on the 4-point electric auto level system, ground control 3.0. So you have 2 jacks just behind the axles and your 2 front landing gear jacks as well. Furnace exhaust out right here. And down here you can see you have a low point water drain down here, freshwater tank drain, and also your gray and black tank dumps down here as well. Just a view from the other side of the storage compartment. Swing doors on this side. More storage back in here. Your docking station area right here. So this is where your city water, your gravity fill fresh water tank fills up, cable and satellite inlets, black tank flushes. You do have the winterizing bypass valve here, along with the winterizing pump kit valve as well. Hot and cold outside utility shower. So basically they refer to these as docking stations. 10-gallon gas and electric water heater here. Does have the electric switch down here in the lower left corner. You have your drain valve, which is an 1 1/16 drain valve right there. And then your pressure relief valve. And then here you have your other 20-pound propane tank. And you also have your auto changeover regulator here. Slides on this side are also prepped for those Solaire slide toppers. And they are again 12-volt electric slides. Now this one you seen when we were inside had the washer dryer in it already. They'd done that aftermarket. So that puts a dryer vent, which you see up there, the little white square, to blow out your dryer heat and stuff. If you don't get that washer dryer in there, you won't have that vent up there. Now next I want to pop up a few stickers for you guys here. Now this first sticker popping up is going to be your main data sticker. So this sticker has your production date on it, axle sizes, has the VIN number and little information there about that. And then most importantly, it has the gross vehicle weight. That is the most you can load the RV up to. Hitch weight, axle weight, everything combined, do not exceed that number. The next sticker popping up is going to be your unloaded vehicle weight sticker. And this basically tells you what the RV weighed when it rolled off the factory assembly line, and also has the length on it now. Next is going to be your cargo carrying capacity sticker. And this basically is telling you how much gear you can load into the RV before you exceed that gross vehicle weight. And last but not least is your tire sticker. This basically tells you that tire size, but most importantly, guys, it's telling you the tire pressure. Make sure you maintain that tire pressure. That is very important. Don't let the tire pressure drop too low, because the tires can blow out a lot easier. They can't hold all weight of the RV properly. Now looking up front here, we have the Sabre fiberglass front cap here. It's a really nice design here. You have multiple LED lights built into the cap. Traditional pen box up front. You can aftermarket add on like a More Ride or a Trail Air pen box or something like that if you wanted to. Up front here is where your spare tire is located at. You also have your inverter for your refrigerator, your solar charge controller. There is a battery disconnect up here, and then also a couple battery boxes up here as well. Comes with 0 batteries from the RV maker. But it will come with 1 or 2 batteries from Couch's RV Nation, depending on how you set it up with your sales guide. And here you have the docking light controls and your jack controls for the front leveling jacks. Little sticker down there talking about the Polar Shield as well. Does have the enclosed underbelly and some astrofoil stuff in it to help upgrade it as well. All right, we are going to go back inside, guys. I want to show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, guys, we're now back on the inside of this new 2022 Sabre 37FBT, taking a look at the slide out controls. So we come in here to our main control right here, and we get to our slides. Basically, you got your home screen, you got lights, awning, levelers, and slide button. So we're going to the slides, and then you basically have in or out, bed slide, door slide, and off door slide. So we are going to start with the bed slide here. Hit the button to bring this in. It basically just comes straight in and straight out. Again, it is a 12-volt motor slide system. You hear that ratchety noise, basically meaning it's all the way in or all the way out, depending on which way you're going. So you'll notice I left the door open, because when the slide is in, you cannot open or close the door all the way. So you do have to prop the door open if you're going to try to come up in here in transit and not have to worry about opening the slide at a grocery store or rest stop area or wherever you might be going. So keep that in mind. But if you leave the door propped open, you can come on up in here, climb over your bed, and get to your main bathroom area. You're going to get to the top dresser drawer, but not the lower ones. And you still could kind of squeeze around and get to your big little storage area right here. Now, looking on back down, when you are ready to run the slide back out, basically all you got to do is hit the button again, and the slide's going to go straight back out. And we're all the way out. Spinning on back around to this side, we have our off-door slide, which is basically this sofa slide here. When you hit the button to bring this in, it's going to kick up a little bit because this is a flush floor slide, so it's got to slide in over top of the main subfloor. So it tilts upward. Now you definitely want to make sure that your floor is clean so you don't run stuff over and damage it. Make sure your cabinet doors up above the TV are closed, and obviously your footrests are in on the theater seat. So you can kind of see here when it comes in, just basically a couple inches away from your theater seat there. And then you're just about 1.5 inches, 2 inches away from your cabinet doors there. So make sure everything is nice and secured before you open or close that slide. So when you are ready to go back out here, make sure you push the button in the right direction. And if you need to stop somewhere in the middle, you can. So if you need to stop and go check and make sure you're not about to run into the electric pole or the water pole at the campground or whatever, you know, you can stop and go out and check. And it's all the way back out. Now this one here, going to kind of do the same thing. It's going to come straight in, straight out, just got to kind of come up over that subfloor a little bit. But when this one comes in, you are not really getting back into this area. Now with this slide here, you want to make sure that you've got, again, everything secured the way you want it. Make sure your floor is clean. This is going to kick upward and kind of come in a little bit above the subfloor. So make sure your, again, floor has been swept, no rocks, pebbles, anything like that in your way. Now when this slide comes in, you can see it's basically going to go just past the wall here, and you're not getting past this slide. So I'm going to stop here for just a second, but just to kind of get you an idea here, this is all the room you got. So you're not fitting in between there. Then you can continue to go on in. And then you just hit the button to go the opposite direction when you're ready to go out. Alright guys, again, thank you for taking the time to watch my RV videos. I really do appreciate it, guys. Be sure to check out the guys at Couch's RV Nation. Again, they are one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country, guys. They will definitely save you a lot of money on a new RV if you're interested.